So, greetings everybody, and welcome to 2016. It's been a bit since I've made a video. Mostly just been real busy. The kids have been out of school for the past couple weeks, and I just haven't had time to paint. And Fallout 4 also has happened, so that's my fault. But I've still been doing some stuff. You can look at you can see my guys here are still a long way from getting done. I just got one color on them. The knights are mostly done. I did assemble the Jedi Starfighter with the hyperspace ring. And you see, I've got a lot of painting to do. I've got to touch up a lot of this to get it all painted up. And I was debating whether to mask stuff off and paint it, or to put the decals on. I think I'll end up putting the decals on, mainly just because I've got so much other stuff to do, and I want to see how the decals work for the fine molds stuff. It's really interesting doing the fine molds models. They are all the instructions are in Japanese, and so that's exciting. And especially the colors and the whatnot. It's like, oh well, I'm just going to be stabbing in the dark, guessing at a lot of stuff. But yeah, still got my War Machine guys to finish up. I've got this fine mold stuff to finish up. I'll show that one in a minute. I did get for Christmas, my brother got me a 1/72 fine molds TIE Fighter, which now brings that collection at the 1/72 scale to the Jedi Starfighter, an X-Wing, a TIE Fighter, and the Millennium Falcon. So got a lot of Star Wars stuff to do. And looking at the lighting kit for my X-Wing, I realized that it's designed for the 1/48 scale X-Wing, which I did not own until today. Mainly because of, if you remember from previous videos, due to a bout of high gravity beer, I had a ban instituted on me by myself, shopping on eBay and buying new models for several months. So I managed to make it all the way to January 1st without buying a new model. And then this just came in the mail today. I mean, look at that. 1/48 scale X-Wing. So that's going to be fun once I get around to it. That'll be my first foray into lighting. And again, that's something for later on this year. And one thing that I've been neglecting are these guys. My Macedonian pikemen, who are actually Pyrrhic phalangites from the Kingdom of Epirus, the western coast of Greece. I've still got a whole bunch of them, 64 I guess, to finish up. Maybe that's just 32. I can't tell. But I've got those guys, and then I have 3 boxes of 40 for the Hoplites to be Hephaestus. Hephaestus. I think that's how you say it. They were just regular armed hoplites, or differently armed. Nobody's quite sure how the Hephaestus were. Shield bearers is what they're called, and that's what it translates out to. And I'm not good with the old Greek. But I've got those to do. I've got 60 cavalry to do. I've got still more skirmishers to do for that army. And so for this year, my main goal will be to drop some paint. To finish this, get my War Machine models finished, get a whole army finished. Because honestly, looking back at all my armies, I don't have a single army that I would call done, that I could field a certain number of points, like say 50 for War Machine, and everything would be painted, and I would have a chance at winning. Like my Grey Knights, a lot of them still are not anywhere near finished. Mainly just I've dropped off the 40K wagon pretty hard. My Dwarves are just, I mean, whenever there's going to be another time for fantasy, we'll have to see. I mean, I'm still probably have to stick with the 8th, maybe if they come out with a 10th edition that brings back the fluff. Or even in Age of Sigmar, if they open some porthole and Sigmar finds his old world and he inhabits that, and they strive to protect the good guys from the forces of chaos and make it a little more balanced without chaos triumphant all the time. But again, I'm not the commander of GW, so I'm not holding my breath on that one. But I want to get into the I want to try a lighting thing for the 148 X-Wing. I would love to try some electronics and wiring and seeing how that goes. May end up screwing up a $100 model, but you know, that's how you learn. But anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. I'm gonna post this up here in a minute and go put my kids in the bath and hopefully to bed, and then maybe sit down and watch TV with my wife and paint some. But anyway, I've been really enjoying the videos when I get a chance to catch them. I've almost worked out my Fallout bug. Almost. It's still pretty strong at times. But I mean, you just got to go through Boston and weed out all those raiders, you know, all the super mutants. It's pretty exciting. But anyway, hope you guys are doing well, and hope that things look good for you in the year 2016. And only 4 more years we'll go back to Jupiter again in 2020. Arthur C. Clarke. Just ignore that one. Anyway, hope you guys have a good one. Good night.